chemical properties. Once again, chemical properties has everything to do with chemical reactions. Okay, so there are three main things that we look at. One is the reaction with oxygen. Okay, so group 1 elements, they react easily with oxygen. They burn easily to form colored flames. So when you expose them to oxygen, some may need some igniting, but they will form colored flames. And after the flames have died down, the white solid oxide is formed. Now, what solid oxide are we talking about? So, for example, lithium. Lithium reacts with oxygen, burns with oxygen to form lithium oxide. So, this is an oxide of group 1 element, lithium oxide. The chemical symbol, lithium, in the solid form, reacts with oxygen, O2 gas, to form Li2O, lithium oxide. Okay, so sodium, same thing. All the group 1 elements will react the same way. Okay, so for chemical properties, they will be same for all the elements in the group. Physical properties, they show a trend, but for chemical properties, they're all the same. Huh? So lithium, potassium reacts with oxygen to form potassium oxide. Okay, so this is reaction with oxygen. Now the second reaction is this. I wanted to show you the color. So this is what this is the color of lithium. So lithium will burn a bright red flame. If we burn sodium, we will get a golden yellow or orange flame. And if we burn potassium, we get a lilac or purple color flame, as you can see in the picture. Okay. Now, when we take these metal oxides, lithium oxide, sodium oxide, and potassium oxide, the one that we got from burning from burning it with oxygen, we get metal oxides. Now we take all these three oxides. When we add them to water, they will dissolve in water to form alkali solution of metal hydroxide. Again, we take these oxides from burning of metal with oxygen just now, we dissolve them in water, then we will get metal hydroxides. Now hydroxides are alkaline. Okay, so for example, lithium oxide plus water, we will get lithium metal, lithium hydroxide. Sodium and water, we get sodium hydroxide. Hydroxide is OH. And then potassium oxide with water, we get potassium hydroxide. Okay, so this is the reaction with oxygen. And then we take the oxides and put in water. Now the second reaction is with group 17 elements. So group 17 elements, look at the periodic table. Okay, so we have fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine. Okay, so now we study the reaction with chlorine and bromine. Group 1 reacts easily with group 17 elements. Now after reaction, again a white solid is formed. Just like metal oxides are also white. Okay, now these salts that are produced, the metal chlorides, if they react with chlorine, or metal bromides, if they react with bromine, they are also white. So this is the group 1 element, lithium plus chlorine. We will expect to get lithium chloride. So this is lithium and chlorine. Now chlorine is Cl2, not Cl. So we will get lithium chloride. Remember to balance the equation. Sodium and chlorine, we get sodium chloride. Potassium and chlorine, we get potassium chloride. Okay, so if they react with bromine, then instead of chloride, all three will become bromide. Okay, so this is the second one, reaction with group 17 elements. Now the third one is reaction with water. Remember earlier, they didn't directly react with water. They react with oxygen first, then we take the oxide and put in water. So remember what we got at the end, metal hydroxides. Now here, with direct reaction with water, okay, first of all, the reaction is very rigorous. Okay, if you add potassium, it can cause a small explosion. Okay, if you use a big enough piece, it can really cause an explosion. Okay, it's a very vigorous reaction. So it floats on the surface. Remember, lithium, sodium and potassium can float on water. Floats on the surface and moves around rapidly. It moves around the surface until the reaction is over. And at the end of it, an alkaline solution is formed. Now, once again, the hydroxide, metal hydroxide is formed. Right? So now there is a difference, because when we react directly with water, we also produce hydrogen gas. That's the difference. Huh? Okay. Now, metal, group 1 metal, alkaline metal, lithium with water, we have lithium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Sodium and water, sodium hydroxide, hydrogen gas. Potassium and water, potassium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Okay, I just want to compare again when we start with metal oxide. So when you start with metal oxide reacts with water, dissolves in water to form just the hydroxide. There is no other product form. However, when you react directly with water, metal with water, then we have metal hydroxide, same as just now, but now we have hydrogen gas as well. Okay, so these are the 3 chemical properties that you need to remember. Reaction with group 17, reaction with oxygen, and reaction with water. Okay, now what group? So how do we, what is the observation that we expect? Okay, how do we test the alkaline solution? Because after reacting, alkaline solution is just, it will look just like water. Okay, so how do we determine that it's an alkaline solution? We test with red litmus paper. If it is really alkaline, the red litmus paper will turn blue. And how do we test for hydrogen gas? Okay, so hydrogen gas we must test with a lighted wooden splinter, or you can say burning wooden splinter. What we do, we take the burning wooden splinter and we place it at the mouth of the test tube containing the hydrogen gas. Okay, so actually there's a reaction mixture here releasing hydrogen gas. Now when the hydrogen gas comes in contact with the burning wooden splinter or lighted wooden splinter, the lighted wooden splinter will go out with a pop sound. This is a keyword. It will produce a pop sound. Okay, that's all for group 1 elements.